So you've got a beast of a gaming PC, right? You drop the cash, you've got the horsepower, so why are you still getting those rage-inducing micro setters that tank your game?
What? Why? Why?
You've probably gone through the whole rabbit hole, updating your drivers, lowering your in-game settings, closing every background app you can find. Your FPS counter might say 144, but the game still feels choppy, laggy, and just off. Trust me, I was in the exact same spot. I was seconds away from thinking I had a bad CPU. But it turns out the problem can be a single CPU setting buried inside Windows that most gamers never even check. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what that setting is and how to fix it so your system runs smoothly. I'm Joe, and this is Tech Life Optimization. If you're new here, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Today, we're doing a signal check on your CPU settings. Let's get to work. First, we're going to run a CPU signal check. We're not overclocking for hype. We're verifying that Windows isn't limiting the processor and confirming it's running the way it was engineered. So go ahead and press Control Shift Escape. We're going to go to the Performance tab and we're going to maximize that. Now right click on the graph and change it to logical processors. You should now see one graph for every logical processor your CPU can run. In my case, that's 16, which matches my CPU specifications. Down here, Windows will show a few important numbers, cores, and logical processors. My processor has 8 physical cores, and hyper-threading, it can run 16 instruction threads simultaneously, which is why Windows shows 16 logical processors. You might also notice a number over here labeled threads, and in my case, I have over 3,000. Basically what that is software threads created by applications, not CPU threads. So browsers, Discord, games, and Windows services all create their own threads, and the operating system schedules them across the CPU. A simple way to think about it is like a highway. Logical processors are the lanes, software threads are the cars. Thousands of cars can exist, but only a limited number can drive at the same time. So the numbers that should match your CPU specifications is the logical processor count and not the larger thread count over here. You can also verify your PC specs with a quick search online. So my CPU is i9K specs. And I use CPU Monkey. You can use whatever you want, but you go to specifications. As you can see, it shows you CPU cores 8, which matches 16 threads. And then you want to make sure turbo is on. So you can see the frequency. The baseline frequency is 3.6 gigahertz, and turbo frequency should be around 4.6 to 4.7. All right, now we're going to confirm if Turbo Boost is actually active. So go ahead and press Control Shift Escape on your keyboard, go to Performance, maximize that. And so the base clock speed is at 3.6 gigahertz, but you'll notice it's currently running around 4.5 to 4.6. That's Intel's Turbo Boost automatically increasing frequency under light load. And this is normal behavior and exactly what we want to see. But if you don't see that and you want to double check it, go to the search bar and hit power and sleep settings, click on that. Then go to additional power settings and take a look at your preferred plans. If you're on balance, switch that to high performance or ultimate performance. And then after you do that, change plan settings, go to change advanced power settings, scroll down until you see processor power management. And you want to expand that and expand the 3 right underneath that as well. So what you'll see is minimum processor state. It's at 5%, which keeps idle efficiency. Also, you want active cooling, which prioritizes performance over silence. And this last one's really important. If it's at 99%, Turbo Boost will not be active. So to change that, you just click on it and scroll up and down, make sure you're at 100%, then click OK. A reboot isn't required here, but I recommend one after changing power plans. If your CPU specs and logical processor count doesn't match, Windows may be limiting how many processors are available. And here's how we fix that. Go ahead and press the Windows button on your keyboard plus R, then type in misconfig, press OK. then go to the boot tab, and then go to advanced options. So for normal operation, this box should be left unchecked, the number of processors. When unchecked, Windows automatically uses every available processor. Now you might also notice that the drop-down menu says 1 processor. That's just a default value in the menu. What actually matters is whether or not this box is left unchecked. If the box is unchecked, Windows will automatically use all available cores and threads. And because this is a boot configuration setting, you will need to restart your computer for the change to take effect. So click OK, apply, and OK, then hit restart. And once the system restarts, go ahead and open Task Manager again and confirm your core and logical processor count now match your CPU specifications. Now that we've verified Windows is using the full processor and Turbo Boost is active, let's confirm everything with CPU-Z. Right here, you can confirm your processor model, and in my case, it's Intel Core i9-9900K. And then down here, we want to confirm that we have 8 cores and then 16 threads, which matches the official specifications and what Windows reported earlier. Also, you can take a look at your clock speed. Right now, it's at 4.7 gigahertz for me. Idle clock speeds may drop to save power, but under activity, they should ramp up immediately. This gives us a second confirmation that the CPU is configured correctly and no longer being artificially restricted. So let's recap. We didn't do any magic tricks today. We just ran a quick audit of your system and fixed some of the most common things that hold PCs back. Most PCs aren't slow, they're just misconfigured. You've now confirmed your cores are configured correctly in the boot settings. Switch to a high performance power plan so your CPU can boost freely, and learn how to give your games priority access to your processor. Check your baseline, remove the limits, then you can think about upgrades. If this helped your system run smoother, drop your CPU model and what kind of improvement you saw in the comments. I'd be curious to see the results. And if you want more guides like this to get the most out of your rig, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.